12 laps, guys.
Mike Morse. Nick Drew set the pace. Morse the 23. Drew the 15. 12 laps of Grand National action coming at us off of turn number 4. Green skyward. Here we go. Morse dives to the bottom. 4 wide for that second spot. Tim Shields on a move to get to the front. Coming around for lap number 1, Tim Shields leads lap number 1. Look out. Donnie Brown brushes the front straightaway wall. Problems for Don Mars. Mars off the pace. Looks like Mars flat tire on the number 9. Yes, indeed. Turn number 4, green wave. Shields brings him down the front straightaway. With battle back there for the 4th spot. Dave Powell back to the inside. He'll battle with Marshall Jewett. Shields out front. Shields, Nick Drew the 7-11. Nick Drew the 15. Marshall Jewett, Dave Powell. They continue to swap that spot back and forth. And Marshall gets around Drew. He'll take the 3rd spot. Marshall Drew at the 3E. Up into 3rd. Donnie Brown trying to squeeze his way past the 15, just past halfway. And Shields in command here in the Grand National A main, out from the 42. Side of the 15 to Nick Drew. Brown
spot. The third of Marshall Jewett comes home third, 11. 7.
So let's watch what happens. We look for the green. Safety lights are out. Terry Wantland looks him over. We'll look for the green off for turn number 4. Green skyward. Here we go. Bryant, the 28, dives to the inside. He'll take the top spot, but here comes Colt Stevens. Stevens with the momentum one more time. Bryant able to hold him off as they go into turn 3, side by side. Bryant works the inside. And Bryant leads lap number 2. Colt Stevens on the inside. Brad Smith right behind the 28 of Bryant. Here comes Shad Turner. Turner's got the 17 on the move. Brad Smith bumps Colt Stevens in the rear. Stevens drifts up high. Smith dives to the inside, and we got problems. Caution on the speedway. Caution on the speedway. The 57 of Tim Powell brings out the caution. He's come to... Safety lights out. This time the Fort Scott, Kansas driver, Andy Bryant, the 28, will show the way. 2 laps down. A long way to go here in tonight's USRA B-Mod A main. He's got some tough hitters right behind him. Brad Smith, Colt Stevens, Shad Turner, Ed Knoll. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Green on the speedway. Bryant jumps to the high side. Here comes Smith to the inside. The momentum puts Bryant on the top spot. Ed Knoll has worked the 15 up into that 3rd position. Oh, Rodney Schweitzer holding on to the 74. Schweitzer down through the infield, battle up front. Smith trying to work the low line to get around Bryant. Right now, that's not the way to do it. But he'll try it one more time as they go into turn 3. Your leaders down the front straightaway. Andy Bryant out front. Brad Smith, the 99. Good battle for 4th. Patrick Royalty, Colt Stevens, and Shad Turner. Good run. All of them right there battling for that 4th spot. Turner, the 54th Street Grill and Bar, number 17 on the move. Oh, look out. Problems on the front straightaway.
Yellow front stretch, guys, third one.
17T is Shad Turner. The 54th Street Grill and Bar 17 comes to rest over in turn 1. Look him over. Green on the speedway. And Brad Smith ducks to the high side. Bryant with the up and under. Side by side as they go down to turn number 3. Bryant takes the lead. Smith settles into 2nd. Ed Knoll. Down the back straightaway. Andy Bryant, Brad Smith battling side by side. Smith to the inside, Bryant to the high side. Ed Knoll said, look out, we got contact out back. Waves. Here we go off at turn number 4. And Ed Knoll to the inside of Brad Smith. And here comes Patrick Royalty. Royalty, the 49, working that bottom. Good run for Royalty as he sits in that 4th spot. Out front, though, Andy Bryant has put distance between him and Ed Knoll and Brad Smith. Bryant, the 28, on the move. And now Colt Stevens back on the move. Colt Stevens cracks the top 5 after that early race caution. But Bryant out front, the 28. He'll show him the way into turn number 3. Brad Smith currently sits 2nd. And then it's the 15 of Eddie Knoll. Luke Neiman has the 181 sitting 4th as we come down to lap number 9. 6 to go.
There you go.
Off at turn 4, green skyward, good start. Bryant leads him into 1, but here comes Brad Smith. Smith dives to the inside. Bryant working the high line.
He's thinking if he slugs it down.
Bryant, your leader down the back straightaway. Eddie Knoll has the 15 up into 2nd. Caution, Steve Blake, the 13, brings it out this time over in turn number 2.
We are 11 left.
Four-lap shootout. I stand corrected.
Going green, guys. 28, pick up your pace.
Off of 4, green waves. Andy Bryant brings him down the front straightaway.
He sees me afterwards out by my invitation.
Bryant, your leader down the back straightaway. Brad Smith sits 2nd. Sam Schuler on the move, the 44. Just outside the top 5 as we come around for lap number 12. Bryant continues to show the way. Battle for 2nd. Ed Knoll on the inside, the 15. Smith, the 99 on the high side. Knoll able to stick the GRT on the inside. He'll take the 2nd spot. Away as they go. Two to go this time by. Andy Bryant starting to put distance on the field. Your leaders come off at turn number 4. White flag waves. Andy Bryant, the Fort Scott, Kansas driver, looking to pick up the win. Down the back straightaway they go into turn 3 for the final time. Off of 4, Andy Bryant will look for the checkered flag. Brad Smith muscles his way into 2nd. Checkered's way for Andy Bryant.
15, 90.
So we land this Zeppelin, the 91. Eddie Schwalb, he'll come into that 5th spot. The 181 of Luke Neiman comes home 4th. Brad Smith comes up 2 spots short. He comes home in the 3rd spot in the 99. The 15 of Eddie Knoll comes home 2nd. And visiting victory lane for the first time here at Lakeside from Fort Scott, Kansas, the number 28, that's Andy Bryant. We'll wait for Andy to get out of the car. There he is, out of the car, race fans. Andy Bryant picking up tonight's USRA B Modified A Main. There he is, happy young man standing down there in victory lane. Andy Bryant and his dad down there. They're currently your USRA national point leader.
5.
And a happy young man, 15 years old, standing down there in the McCarthy Auto Group Winner's Circle victory lane. He'll go home a happy man tonight. One more time, big round of applause for Andy Bryant. Side by side, Terry Wanda looks him over. We'll look for the green flag. Brett Alverson, Kevin Anderson, good to see the 417 back. And we look for the green on the speedway. Side by side down into turn 1. Alverson takes the inside. Anderson on the high side. Here comes Thomas Roberts. Anderson takes the lead down the back straightaway. Kevin Anderson brings the 417 around. He'll lead lap number 1. Alverson sits in that second spot, but here comes the 05 of Brett Heater. Thomas Roberts, the 65, right there with him as well. Anderson continues to lead. Alverson sits second. Brett Heater, the 05, runs to the third spot, working that low line.
Wants to make sure he doesn't get.
Kevin Anderson putting distance on the field here early on. Good battle for second. Brent Alverson, the 22, Thomas Roberts, the 65, and Heater, the 05. Heater on the move. He battles with Roberts for that third spot. Justin Seifert, the 37, right there behind him. Caution on the speedway. Problems for Richard Sparks over there in turn number 4. So the 34 brings out the caution here on lap number 5. Green off at turn number 4. Here we go. Anderson brings him down the front straightaway. Here comes Heater. Heater in the 05 will battle with Anderson. Anderson drives by. Heater up into that second spot. Thomas Roberts, the 65, sits third. Here comes Eddie Ingram. 3 wheels and all working that low side. He sits fourth. Now Alverson jumps down there. Alverson, the 22, working that low line. Jim Powell's up there now. Powell, the 20P, cracks the top 5 for a minute. There goes Seifert. 3 wide battle for 5th. Kevin Anderson knocking the new off the 417. He brushes the wall over in turn 3. He just wanted to see where the wall was. We're still green. He's still leading. Down the back straightaway, it's Anderson. 05 of Heater sits second. Then it's the 65 of Thomas Roberts. Justin Seifert runs 4th, and Jim Powell has that 20 up into the 5th position. 10 laps down, 5 to go. Kevin Anderson out front. Brett Heater right there with him. A little bit further back, it's the 65 of Roberts and the 37 of Seifert. 72 of Jason Park pulls into the infield.
79.
Look out, problems over in turn number 2. Ingram with a motor, let's go. And he collects the 05 of Herrick.
Yellow, turn 2, guys.
Yeah.
So tough break for the 54 of Eddie Ingram. Motor, let's go. He dives to the infield, collects the 5 of Steve Herrick. We'll see what happens with Herrick. Pace the 417, the 65 of Thomas Roberts, the 05 of Brett Heater will make up the first row. Jim Powell, the 20, the 37 of Justin Seifert. Row 2. Look out, contact. Heater gets into the wall over in turn 1. He'll lose some spots. But he'll get back on the gas. He'll pick up what he's lost. He'll try to get right back in behind Thomas Roberts. Coming around for lap number 12. 3 to go this time by. Jim Powell moving on the inside. He'll battle Thomas Roberts for second. Powell with a good run. He'll try to get around the 65. 65 Roberts keeps going. Oh, here comes Jason Ryan. Ryan there with him as the white flag waves one more time around. Anderson looking to pick up. Caution on the speedway for the 00.
What do you got?
Off of turn 4, we look him over. Green skyward. Here we go. Green, white, checkered. Anderson hauls him into 1. Heater dives to the inside. Jason Ryan goes with him. Anderson will maintain the lead down the back straightaway. Here comes Jason Ryan, the 05, battling with Thomas Roberts. Ryan, the 26, Heater, the 05, Roberts, the 65. And here comes Blake Peeler, the 40 up into it now. Peeler quietly working his way through the field, is running that 6th spot. Anderson checking out. He'll pick up the win. I'm calling it early. I shouldn't do that. Here we go. Checkards wave off at turn 4. Here we go. Checkards. Kevin Anderson picks up the win. Heater in the 05 comes home second. Race fans, what a show from second on back. Anderson picking up the win tonight. After ending the bad way he ended at the USRA race, picking up the win of the brand new car. Jim Powell comes home in that 5th spot. The 65, Thomas Roberts, comes home 4th. Jason Ryan, the 26, will come home 3rd. The 05 of Brett Heater comes home in that 2nd spot. And your winner tonight, as he goes and salutes everybody at the terrace, give him a big Lakeside Speedway wave. Kevin Anderson parks it in the McCarthy Auto Group winner's circle tonight. is, race fans, out of the car. Kevin Anderson picking up the win tonight.
Up place.
Happy group standing down there in the McCarthy Auto Group winner's circle. There he is, race fans. One more time. Big round of applause for Kevin Anderson. He picks up tonight's win.
One more time.
We've got the winner of the USRA stock cars here tonight, and yes, Kevin Anderson is okay. And I know it kind of took a little time off there, stepped back away from it some, come out here with a new rig, and boy, this shakedown cruise out here tonight was something else.
It was fun. The nerves were high, though. Believe me, it was starting on the outside of the front row, not really knowing what the car was going to do. The nerves were kicking. So, but we just kind of settled in and got some green flag laps and got in a groove, and the thing felt great. So we just kind of rode with it. So
I know we talked before the races, and you said it drives a little different.
Right.
I must not have been that much different. Pretty close.
Yeah, it's a little looser. It's not quite as tight. It hasn't yet anyway. It picked the left front tire up, but it was slick. The track was a little slicker, and you had to be smooth with the gas. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what it does the next few weeks. But I'm happy. I can't be mad. So.
I would say not, because actually in the early part of the race up there, I think actually before Heater got up there, man, you had over a straightaway lead on the pack, and I'm thinking, boy, he's making this look ridiculous with a brand new car. But man, you got to be happy.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy, and the top was really fast to start off with. There's a pretty good cushion up in 3 and 4, but it started going away. It seemed like everybody was running up there, and kind of had to back it up a little bit to get through the corner smooth and not. I run to the wall once, hit the wall once, and didn't want to do that again. So, trying not to make any mistakes. And
different spots.
Different spots. And but yeah, I mean, it was good. It was fun. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad it panned out good for me. So.
Kevin, I figure you got a bunch of people to thank, because man, you had 3 weeks to go from what looked like not much, because I think I was talking to your dad or somebody, and I said that you couldn't use the rear end, the shocks were gone. Beat the body out, but you must have a bunch of people to thank to have this back together.
Well, of course, the crew and my dad and Uncle John and Owen and Gene, and there's so many, Dave and Bill and Tim, and I mean these guys are definitely the core of the group, and we couldn't do it. I mean, it was tough work the last couple of weeks putting it back together, but we had a goal, and we wanted to get back out here, and we wanted to get that win and get back on the same track. But I also got to thank Bobby and Brett Heater too. They felt horrible about what happened that couple weeks ago, and it was all a racing deal and mechanical failure, and they ended up giving me a frame as a core. So those guys are quality group, and definitely wanted to see me back out here to get back to the track. So got to thank them too, and then of course Missouri Organic and Urban Lumber Company, and FX Shocks. Victory Trophies, and I'm trying to think of everybody. It's been Amsoil. Amsoil is a big sponsor. They give us a lot of our fluids. Jeremy Smith with Smith Quality Oils is a big sponsor. So, good stuff. Good stuff.
Kevin Anderson is back, and he's okay. The car's okay. Way to go, Kevin.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Safety lights are out. Darren Fuqua, the 87, Bubba Harvey, the 3, set the pace. Green skyward. Here we go. Into turn 1. Fuqua dives to the inside. Harvey to the high side. Fuqua picks up the lead off of 2, but here comes Harvey to the inside. Fuqua holds him off as they go through 3 and 4. We'll come around for lap number 1. Side by side at the line. They'll go down into turn 1. Harvey working the inside. Fuqua working the high side by side again. Tim Carrick right behind your leaders, and here comes Terry Schultz, the 90. And then right behind him, the 16 of Matt Johnson. That's your top 5. Fuqua will lead lap number 2. Not by much. As the field starts to spread out, Bubba Harvey, the 3, up battling with Darren Fuqua on the 87. And Fuqua will lead lap number 3. Then it's Bubba Harvey, the 3, the 1 of Tim Carrick. Terry Schultz, the 90. Schultz up to battle with Carrick for that 3rd spot. And here comes Kerry Davis. Davis up into the 5th spot. Fuqua starting to put distance on the field now. Battle shaping up for 2nd. The 3 of Bubba Harvey, the 1 of Tim Carrick, and the 90 of Kerry Schultz. All right there battling for that 2nd spot. Harvey to the inside, Carrick to the high side. And we come around. Oh, look out. Tyler Schmidt with a hand grenade.
Yellow guys, high turn 3 and 4. Yellow. And guys, we got oil way around.
Caution, lap number 6, and what a hand grenade. Tyler Schmidt's motor goes up in a big cloud of smoke. Out this time, Darren Fuqua will bring him around. Terry Watman looks him over. 6 laps down, 14 to go. We're green on the speedway. Here we go. Fuqua brings him down the front straightaway. Carrick dives to the inside. Good battle back there for 3rd on back. Lance Town, Kerry Davis, Terry Schultz, all right there. Terry Schultz gets around those 2. He'll move into the 4th spot. Bubba Harvey right in front of him in the 3rd spot. Schultz on the move right now. As we come down to lap number 8, Fuqua continues to lead. But Schultz looking for a way to get around Bubba Harvey in the 3. He sits 3rd. And now Kerry Davis back up there to battle with him. Fuqua in the 87 and Carrick the 1K kind of checking out on the field. They put distance between the rest of the field and them. But now Carrick closes up on Fuqua as we come around for lap number 9. Carrick slides up in front of Fuqua. He'll take the spot as they go down the back straightaway. Jim Carrick, the 1K, your new leader. Carrick will lead the halfway point. Fuqua right behind him, and now Kerry Davis has moved into that 3rd spot. So Tim Carrick, Darren Fuqua, Kerry Davis. And now Terry Schultz gets around Bubba Harvey. He'll move into 4th. Jim Carrick continues to lead here on lap 13. Kerry Davis has moved into 2nd. Darren Fuqua holds down that 3rd spot. Terry Schultz runs 4th. Coming up on lap 15, this time by Tim Carrick, the McCarthy Auto Group 1K. Leads them down the front straightaway. Kerry Davis runs second. Then Darren Fuqua, the 87, sits third. Terry Schultz holds down that 4 spot. Schultz chasing the USRA points. First time here to Lakeside this year. 4 laps to go this time by. And now you got lap traffic in front of your leaders. Tim Carrick closes in on the 28 of Jerry Liston. Carrick will look to the inside, trying to get around the 28 as we come around for lap 17. 3 to go this time by. And Carrick will clear the 28 of Liston. Next time by, it'll be 2 to go. Carrick takes the field down into turn 3. Battle shaping up for third. The 87 of Fuqua sits third. Terry Schultz has caught up with the 87. Tim Carrick gets the 2 to go sign. He works around the 41 of Florence. And your leader will come off at turn 4. White flag waves. Tim Carrick out front in the McCarthy Auto Group 1K. Your leader's headed to turn 2 for the final time. Bobble for your leader. Here comes Davis. Carrick bobbles over in turn number 2. Let's see what happens. They go side by side down into turn number 3. Off of 4, drag race. Here it comes. And Tim Carrick picks up the win. Kerry Davis will come home second. And your leader's having a discussion down the back straightaway. And tough break for Jerry Liston, losing a motor down the front straightaway. So how about it, race fans? Tim Carrick, the McCarthy Auto Group 1K, picking up the win tonight here on McCarthy Auto Group Night at the Races. Lance Town, the 21, comes home 5th. Terry Schultz, the 90, will be 4th. Darren Fuqua, the 87, comes home in that 3rd spot. The 68 of Kerry Davis comes home a close 2nd. And Tim Carrick will park it in tonight's McCarthy Auto Group Winner's Circle. So, race fans, thanks for coming out. Mother Nature giving us a break tonight, letting us get the show in here at Lakeside Speedway. And Tim Carrick standing down there in McCarthy Auto Group Victory Lane. And that'll cap off tonight's racing here at Lakeside Speedway. Don't forget, we do it all over again next Friday night right here at Lakeside Speedway. On behalf of the Lakeside Speedway staff, Don and Donna Mars, we'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Have a safe trip home, and we'll see you here next Friday night at Lakeside Speedway.